we have a segment called Double Down or Take It Back.
Yeah.
And I literally, first off, before we get into this, what is your beef with Drake?
I don't have a beef with Drake.
You just don't like him because he's light skinned?
I love Drake. He's an awesome. He makes awesome records.
Is it because he's biracial? I want to know, like, if you and Drake have been, or you've been speaking down on Drake.
I've
why?
never spoke down on Drake.
You've never spoke down on
my
Drake
entire life.
in your entire life.
No.
Can you pull up the clip? I would like to distinguish what talking down maybe means.
Because-
but we'll play a clip in a little bit. But
Sure,
I'll let
but-
you explain it.
So when I'm saying he's not hip hop, that's not talking down on him.
Okay, let's play the clip
Sure.
and then we'll get back.
Fair.
He's a fantastic record maker. He makes some good rap songs.
Okay.
He's a fantastic record maker. What's wrong with saying he's not hip hop? How is that me insulting him?
Because he can't be the goat and the king if he's not a part of it.
Right.
The gold and the king of what?
What is hip hop to you? What is hip hop to you? That's the
Street
definition.
urban culture personified through the arts or elements.
That's Drake.
So if it's not street, it's not hip hop.
Street urban culture. So the culture created through street urban people, right? Through the arts and elements. It don't,
But is his music and him not a derivative of street or urban culture?
no. I think he's
Why-
like
what-
Madonna. He's like Madonna. He catches the trendiest things
Madonna?
happening in urban, in like urban music. And remember how Madonna used to do that? She would kind of take like a funk idea and make Holiday where you'd be like, damn, that thing is kind of funky, but it wasn't about
See?
Okay.
Not y'all both with the
Yeah, okay. Can you say your first? Because I have my thoughts.
Based on what Glasses define as the requirement, when you talk about the elements of hip hop, I don't see his music, his art fitting the elements that you made reference to.
Yeah.
I think
I'm just saying for that particular
Well,
thing.
and I think that's my problem, right? When we get on these microphones,
The 5 elements of hip hop.
well, according to actual elements of hip hop, it's DJing, MCing or rapping, breakdancing or b-boying, and graffiti art. So
Singing?
you defined hip hop how you want to define it, and I think that that's what we do when we get on microphones. The actual elements aren't what you're about to say and not what he just said. Like hip hop, if we talk about it too, it's what we've been talking about in terms of female rap, right? We go from women rappers don't talk about street elements, but they're defined as hip hop artists. So it's weird that now we
MC
take.
Light?
But I was gonna get to MC Light. You could get to Rhapsody. We talk about what they rap about in comparison to what Lotto, Sexy Red, all them rap about, right? At the end of the day, none of them are talking about street elements, but they're hip hop.
Glow?
So when we still not street elements, them niggas.
Glow is what?
Oh wait, Glow is.
Yeah,
Glow.
that's
cool.
Glow, yeah.
I
But
heard Lotto.
But I think that's the
Oh.
confusion.
Yeah, Lotto don't.
Like for example,
know.
what's a street element? Because I don't recall saying that.
But that's what I'm saying. Well, that's what I'm saying. Based on that clip, it's
The-
about the streets in terms of where they're from, the culture they're talking about, and things like that. I think what's
But
really
it's expressed through those 5 elements.
right, but those weren't the elements that you brought up in that
No,
clip.
It's the culture
Okay.
executed through those elements.
Okay.
So there were DJs before hip hop.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
hip
Of
hop
course.
didn't
No.
invent-
Of course. Of
you know,
course.
hip hop didn't invent rapping.
Okay.
Hip hop didn't invent graffiti.
Okay.
Hip hop didn't invent dancing. It's how you do those things.
Right.
That's what street urban. It's the culture created by these people that becomes expressed through those elements that makes it hip hop. Because other than that, anybody dancing would be anybody dancing.
I think for me, hearing the niche audience that you said you represent and how you're not wanting to identify Drake as a hip hop artist leans more into you viewing hip hop and the culture of Black people from a poor street perspective. When I think Black people as a whole are not a monolith. And so to me,
What would black people have to do with this?
well,
Because
hip hop.
he's a black man.
Well, I guess, and maybe I am tying you saying the word street to Black,
no.
and that's why I'm saying that.
No. New York streets they may be influenced most by black people, but there were tons of people.
Right.
There's Latin people there. There's some early white people there. So it was the behavior of these people, right? How they did the thing that created hip hop.
Can I ask you what then has Drake spoke about that removes him from the hip hop label?
it's not something he spoke about that removed him. He never was. He was always a pop artist. He always approached making music by whatever was popular. I'll take that. And I'll make this version that's digestible for mainstream people.
That started, I would say, after Views, though.
Best I Ever Had is that.
Yeah.
There's nothing about Best I Ever Had that's culturally anything.
I want to say one thing. One comment that comes to mind, because you just said before, there is a part of me that feels like
when Drake came out, he was straight hip hop.
There was a Drake. No. There was
Best I Ever Had was
when he had the.
But if you cherry pick Best I Ever Had, that obviously is a pop single. But
no,
you can name other songs. You can name other songs.
Before the mixtape when he had the P code on.
Was it Room for Improvement or is that Comeback Season?
Comeback Season.
He was. I think this is where the Fonte influence of Lil Brother came into play. How he used to rap before he hit mainstream.
But emulating something or having J Dilla beats doesn't make it hip hop.
But I think having that one song, you're going to Best I Ever Had. You have a Jay-Z record like Change Clothes. Technically, if you're talking about songs that have pop elements or singing elements and things like that and removing it from hip hop, if you look at the rest of Drake's discography, whether he's singing, rapping, or whatever that was, it's still hip hop.
Yeah, but Mary J. Blige sings. It's not these elements. It's what he does with the
And so
music.
you're saying Mary J. Blige is hip hop? Just to be clear for the example you're giving.
She's deemed the queen of hip hop soul, right? But
then you add the word soul to it, which makes it not straight hip hop.
Well, I mean, it's hip hop, period. Even if we're saying it's not exclusively, her street urban cultural elements are obvious, right? How she expresses herself, and that's why they could say it's soul.
So then let me ask then that comparison. If we're giving Mary J. Blige the runway to be the queen of hip hop, soul, why can we not just apply that same title to Drake and add the soul at the end, and now he's hip hop?
The context, Mary J. Blige's content in what she talked about in her hardships, whether it be relationships, there's a soundtrack element of it musically.
Okay.
Even Real Love.
Drake got the soundtrack to our life too. Come on.
No, he doesn't. He has a soundtrack to everybody.
When he was poor, that nigga was like, I'm about to get. Well, okay. Okay,
when was he poor?
Okay, maybe Degrassi didn't like.
What? When was he poor?
Even if he wasn't poor,
even if he wasn't,
Degrassi is not a hit show.
True.
No, Degrassi wasn't.
And I'm not defending.
No.
I just don't want to act like. I don't want to act like it's
when was he poor?
He was
okay, even if not, let's say Mary J. wasn't really singing about her real life.
From Yonkers.
Okay. So then let me ask y'all that. Is that what we're talking about? They have to come from a certain...
It's the cultural, how you
He
were
throw
raised.
up gang signs now, though, at his big age, bro. Come on. Where'd that come from?
But before we go into because I don't want to bash.
Don't.
But I've been this my whole life. I've been doing that since I was 8.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, right, is it has to be authentic. Right, I was looking at this really funny clip from this guy on IG, and he was talking about Save the Last Dance, right? And he was saying how the whole movie, he poked at the movie, how they saw hip hop. Like she went to this.
Juilliard.
Right?
It's one of my favorite films.
So she passed, and it's horrible. It's
no,
written well.
The dancing is terrible.
It's written well, but
when you go back to it, them sitting on
elbows.
No,
like
it's
my
bad.
boy Trav say elbows, right?
It's bad.
But this is it. So it's this young white woman. She's trying to get into this exclusive dance school. Her mother passes away. She has a bad day dancing. And then she has to move with her father on the south side of Chicago. So she ends up at this all-black high school. She meets this sister, and the sister takes a liking to her and helps her out. And she sees somebody dancing to music. And she said, "What is that?" Oh, that's just a little hip-hop. That's how Drake sees hip-hop. He sees it as something that any of these things, hey, I can be a West Coast guy. I'll make the motto. I'll put a lowrider under the Bay Bridge, even though it's culturally inappropriate, because he's not aware of the nuance of culture, right? I started from the bottom, right? Here's my Timberlands. I'm in the snow. Look at me. I'm New York. Hey, your bottom is not, that's not what we're talking about when we say the bottom. Now, I'm not knocking anybody else from having a mainstream approach. Drake makes fantastic records, but he makes them from a pop perspective. He has from the beginning of his career. Not since he started trying music, but when he decided to make a career and he went professional, he's always took whatever was at the top of culture and said, I can clean this up more. You know what? It's like it was a white guy in Downey, and he saw all these taco trucks doing well. He was like, man, this Mexican food thing is incredible. It's a guy, Glenn. He's like, this Mexican thing, I have to get in on this. And he's like, but if I take some of the seasoning out of it, I can make it digestible for everybody. Hence the birth of Taco Bell. Now, while Taco Bell is very much an American cuisine based off Mexican food, it's not Mexican food. That's Drake to hip hop. Kentucky Fried Chicken sells
Calling
fried
Drake
chicken.
Taco Bell is crazy.
It is. It's the most popular. No, like Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The
Like
way
fried
the
chicken
right,
is soul
right.
food.
Right.
The way to what? Go ahead, AK.
The maneuvering, they both do this. That's why I say, this is.
It's a little bit of
I need
maneuvering.
more.
Yeah.
The way they be maneuvering is just so dope.
Just think.
I don't read
Fried-
enough books. Clearly, I got to get sharp.
Man, please.
No, is this
Fried
mind?
chicken.
His mind is working like how mine works right now.
No,
This is
100%.
crazy to watch because I don't like it.
Because it feels because it's emotion and it's not. Because fried chicken is soul food. Can we all agree?
No, it actually.
Fried chicken started as soul food.
Soul food, yeah.
Okay, but I ain't gonna hold you. The Koreans do it better.
Damn.
Bruh, they
But
do.
that's a good example.
That's a
Maybe
prime
an example for what
Okay,
he's
Prime
saying.
example.
so then
Prime
Drake
example.
is Korean now.
Korean fried chicken.
He is Korean fried chicken.
Yeah, so
he did it better.
Or like Kentucky Fried Chicken, right?
So
Kentucky
then he's
Fried
doing
Chicken-
hip hop better than hip hop artists are doing hip hop.
No, he make,
That's
well,
crazy.
no,
No, it's not that. But I think you know, the soul food
makes
one's a good
great
example.
Subscribe.
he makes great rap music for people that don't have a soul.
Nigga, I got a soul and I like that.
Mandy, your soul is crazy.
You done looked into my soul before?
Yes.